Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you watched our last video, the 2016 Mustang GT Turo, you noticed that several times we talked about running the 0 to 60 time in there. You'll also note that we never included the footage. In the interest of full disclosure, once I discovered the video was missing or that I hadn't included it, it was already a 12-minute video, and I know that my attention won't last past 12 minutes. So today, we're going to show you that footage along with some other footage. Hi, my name's Glenn Glover, and this is Godspeed. So we talked several times through that video about measuring a 0 to 60 time on the app. The app we're using is called Torque, and it measures things beyond just the 0 to 60 time. It's going to include 0 to 60, 0 to 100 kph, kilometers per hour, quarter mile time, eighth mile time, and it includes horsepower as well. I'm pretty confident in most of the information. The horsepower I'm not so confident in. We've not used a dyno to check it or verify it, but I think most everything else is going to be pretty accurate. It uses an OBD2 adapter like this that communicates through Bluetooth, through the ECU of the car, all the information over to the app. And I find it very interesting. If nothing else, it does allow us to have similar comparisons from car to car. And in the end, what we want to do is every car we drive, we want to take that 0 to 60 time and we're going to rank them. So as you know, on the 2017 Acura NSX, we use this very same app. Now again, we did it when it was still 21 degrees outside. It gave us a 0 to 60 of 4 seconds. And I'm just curious how this is going to do with the 2016 Mustang GT. Now the Mustang GT had some performance enhancements on it. It has a cold air intake, it has a tune, it also has the Ford Racing exhaust on it. Richard, the guy that owns the car, is guesstimating the car to be about 480 horsepower at the crank, so we'll see how it does compared to the Acura NSX. It's pushing 573 horsepower with all-wheel drive. So this is the Torque app that I was talking to you guys about. So you can see here it's got real-time information, which is going to be the different telemetries we talked about. Also, you can see the different gauges here, acceleration, your RPMs are here, throttle input, speed, boost. So in theory, you could use this same application for a car that maybe some of the gauges weren't operating properly with. Here's your tachometer right here, and of course you can look down here and you can see that you can customize your dashboard themes. All right, so going back to it, also can be used to scan your engine like a scan tool would be, clear some codes there as well. A map view, so there you can see the different vehicles that we've used it on right there. The Mustang GT, the Acura NSX a few different times. And then you can see where it is on the map. That's actually pretty nice right there. Test results. So this right here will create some graphs for you to look at your test results. Adapter status. This is just setting everything up right here so you can see your adapter status right there. But again, I think this is a phenomenal app. I think it does a great job. This is what I like the most over here. Again, if you can look at this once it comes up. So you can see your 0 to 60 time, your 0 to 100 kph, your quarter mile time, your eighth mile time, and then your horsepower right there. So a really nice app. I would encourage you guys. I like it. I think it's something that you might like as well. If you do, if you guys are already using this, hit me up. Let me know what you're finding with it as well. And again, this is an adapter. This is what it looks like. It plugs into your OBD2 port underneath the dashboard, and it communicates through the ECU through Bluetooth over to this app. So hope you enjoy. This has been a lot of fun. We're gonna have to get out of here in a minute and get back to the hotel. All right, so to get this Mustang GT into paddle shift mode, you have to shift one time. Got a nice little Charger ahead of us here coming out. So our quarter mile time was 55 seconds. How about that, Richard? recording the exhaust back there. That's kind of a big deal. All right.
Sounds good.
I'll tell you, if I could do one thing different though, I would love to have a manual gearbox in this car. I just feel like the manual gearbox would change the characteristics of this car so much. So as we drive through here, we're gonna look for some areas that we can have some fun with this and just do our 0 to 60 run here. All right, so let's see if we can find a spot right in here. All right, so let's get lined up square here with this road. I'll have to scoot over a little bit once I get going here. We're gonna take this thing, we're gonna put it in automatic mode because it's gonna know what it needs to do to be as quick as it can. All right, so you're ready there. I'm ready here. All right, 0 to 60 time was 5.2 seconds, and I forgot to hit the countdown clock. So that's it. We're at 5.2 seconds, and we ran a 9.39 eighth mile in this car. Now again, we had a little bit of spinning back there. First time I've driven the car, or at least tried that with it. I still think 5.2. Listen, again, you know, it's rated as a 4.5 second 0 to 60 car, and obviously I think it's every bit of that, with understanding. Actually, I didn't even use launch control on this thing. I don't know if launch control would have helped us in it or not, but 5.2 seconds, it's still pretty fast. But listen, this car, it's not about how fast you're going to go. It's just about the pleasure you get with it, with the exhaust note, with how the car looks, how it handles. Listen, 5.2 seconds, it's faster than your mom's Camry, I promise you that. It's just a lot of fun to drive. So that's it with the 0 to 60 time. We promised Richard we'd only do one. We're not going to tear his car up. 5.2 seconds. 5.2, 4.5 is what it's rated at. I mean, I pulled 4 seconds out of the Acura when it was cold and spinning tires. That tells you the difference in the two. You know, and again, these Mustangs really just aren't. I mean, it's not a race car, for heaven's sakes. It's just a fun car. I mean, again, 5 seconds. If you go back in time, back in the 90s when I grew up, 5 seconds, that was pretty impressive. And today, you know, with Hellcats pushing greater than 700 horsepower, and right now you can buy a Hellcat for $50,000. It's just incredible. It's a great time to be a gearhead.
Man, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. If you have, be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below. Also, as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, check us out over on Godspeed07.com. You can learn a little bit more about our ministry. Until next time, God bless you and Godspeed.